Good evening, I'm Jeff Lyons. It is Tuesday night, October 7th, time for the 14 First Alert Weather Show at 9 o'clock. I'm glad you're here and I am watching your comments. So if you have questions, comments, things you want to say or talk about, you can put them in the 14 News Facebook page comment section and we'll check those out in just a little bit. What a turnabout today. We went from record rainfall this morning to a gorgeous evening out there. We kind of pulled it out of the fire for the Westside Nut Club Fall Festival, and there's a lot more of where that came from. We have clearing and cooler overnight tonight, sunny and brisk for the next many days, and our first low 40s of the fall coming up Thursday and Friday mornings. No rain out there. This is actually a pattern that we get when the radar is not seeing precip, and it's basically bouncing off of a temperature inversion out there. So there's no rain is my point. The chances for rain are 0 now going all the way through early next week. And over the next 7 days, we will see the temperature go all the way down to about 43 on Friday morning and then start to come back up over the weekend into the upper 70s, maybe some more 80s in there for the first couple of days of next week. Around the country right now, that cooler air has invaded the northern 2/3 of the nation. We have 56 right now in Des Moines, 37 up at Fargo, so really cool Canadian air dropping in. Still kind of muggy along the Gulf Coast there with 83 at New Orleans at this hour. Here in the tri-state, we have gone from 80, which was the high today, back into the mid-60s in pretty short order, and we will continue to fall. Actually, we had 82. That happened, I believe, around 3 or 4 this afternoon. It was pretty warm when the sun came out. It didn't take much to warm things up. With that 82 in there, we also had a record rainfall today of 2.34 inches. That was on top of about a ½ an inch yesterday. So that puts our total for the month now at 2.77 inches. Here we're only 7 days into October. So we are double almost the typical rain amount, and our year now is back up above 10 inches of surplus rainfall. Temperatures also quite a bit warmer than normal. Of course, keep in mind this is a few number of days there, just 7 days in that average, and it will trend down, of course, as we get these cool mornings. Tomorrow, plan on sunshine, a lot of it, starting first thing in the morning and continuing into the afternoon as high temps climb into the lower 70s. That cold front meant business when it came in overnight, or it pushed closer. We had a series of showers and thunderstorms that came through, what we call training storms that dumped a whole lot of rain over western Kentucky and mainly Indiana, Illinois, south of I-64. We had some spots in Spencer County over around Rockport, Patronville, that had upwards of 4 to 5 inches of rainfall. So really a soaker and hopefully a drought ender, or at least postponer here for a while. That cold front continues to drop to the south, and behind it we will have northerly winds and then northeasterly winds, keeping the humidity low and the temperature on the cool side too for the remainder of the work week. Nothing to see here. We will move right along on the hour by hour. No clouds or anything really showing up until perhaps early next week, and of course no rainfall either. Longer range, the GFS is advertising another cold front coming our way perhaps by the middle of next week, and also a coastal storm. This is different from Jerry. Jerry is a tropical system way out in the Atlantic, but the GFS continues to develop what we call a coastal storm. Could become a named one. Hard to say at this point. The Hurricane Center does not have an outlook, or at least it didn't earlier today when I looked at all the data. But that's something to watch if you have plans taking you out east, whether you're going out to the Outer Banks, New York, Washington, up into Boston. There could be some stormy weather out there by the first part of next week. The outlook for us, though, is very dry. The European model keeps us dry, too, all the way into next week. So down to 55 tonight, clear skies and, of course, cool. And then tomorrow we will get up to about 72. Very nice weather again for this time of the year, or any time of the year for that matter. 7-day forecast is rain-free at this stage through Tuesday, and the temperature outlook keeps us a little bit warmer than normal. That's kind of surprising, you know, with these cool days we're going to have, but those 80s next week are actually above normal, and we revert back to that dry pattern too. Our pet pick from Cheyenne Hammonds tonight, this is Crowley. Probably doing what I want to be doing right now, which is curled up. Man, I've walked some steps today. Now, I know, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, my hips hurt and my feet hurt. They shouldn't, but they do. So part of the ravages of age, right? I ran into some of our frequent flyers here on the weather show at 9. I saw Linda Hipschman down at the Fall Festival and some others down there too. So thanks for coming by. All right, let's have a look at your reports here and questions. I've got Jeanette Rice. Good evening, Jeanette. How are you? Caston Lowry, got to go see the storm chaser Reed Timmer, extreme meteorologist, tomorrow. All right. How are you doing that? You're going to hook up with Reed Timmer. That's big. Caston Lowry visited the station earlier this year, I think, or maybe it was right before the end of last year, and is studying weather over there in Illinois. Jeff Miller had 1.5 inches of rain in Savah, 24-hour total. That's interesting that you had less than we did. Now, you're a little bit farther north, not much, but boy, right along the Ohio River, we really got the rain. William Raleigh had 2,800 yesterday, and he got swamped with 2.85 today, so 3.14 total. And William lives over here by Bossy Field, so even the rain was very spotty where we had that really heavy stuff. Cheyenne Hammonds, I sent in a picture of his mom, Athena, and I don't think I've shown it yet. I probably haven't. I need to go through the pictures. This week, it's funny in a way. It's good that we don't really have much weather other than the record rainfall this morning. When we're down at the Fall Festival, you know, after you see us on the other, we're still down there hanging out, talking to people and that, and it kind of cuts into the old preparation time. So we'll have full-blown weather shows next week, but this week they're going to be a little thin here because I'm kind of burning the candle at both ends. So I'm making excuses for myself. I need to be doing my job, but that's part of it too. You know, public relations and hanging out. I enjoy meeting and talking to people, so I get started on that, and then you know, the next thing you know, it's 8:20. So then you got to come back up the hill and do something. The good news is there's not a lot of weather to worry about here in the coming days. We will have sunny skies and just perfect conditions out there now for the next 5 to 6 days at least into the weekend and for the first part of next week. So come see us. I'll be at the Fall Festival again tomorrow, 4, 5, and 6, and here on the Weather Show at 9, and then I'll see you on 14 News at 10. We'll take a look at Tropical System Jerry out there in the Atlantic and also try to make some more sense of this coastal storm that may develop along the Atlantic coast toward the end of the weekend. In the meantime, stay safe and thanks for watching.